So hi, one of the Good Noise podcasts. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Glory
Merry
flipped
Christmas.
her entire room around. It's Christmas now.
It's Christmas.
She was texting earlier. She's like, "I'm gonna get a Christmas tree for my background. It's October. Please do not."
It's too late. I already ordered it. I haven't ordered it yet, but it is in my cart.
She was telling me right before we went live, "You're gonna lock your cart up." Yeah, you were lying to me, huh?
It's too late, man. It's already in motion.
So Glory's gonna have a Christmas tree set up by mid-October.
Right there.
Yeah, that's
Right
gonna be that's gonna be an interview talking point because they're gonna be like, Halloween
yeah.
hasn't even passed yet. What are you doing over there?
I'm
Crazy
gonna be
lady.
like, okay. This is gonna be super controversial. I don't get the hype behind Halloween.
I don't either.
Because it's like, I didn't grow up going to random people's houses and being like, give me candy. You know, like, because I mean, I grew up like super Christian. So it's like the devil, blah blah blah, Halloween. I don't know. We don't know either.
Now we listen to metal.
Right, exactly. Now I'm taking my family to metal concerts and I'm like, oh my god, it's bangs. And I'm like, I know. But it's like, I don't get it. Honestly, I feel like everybody just pretends to like it. I know obviously there's some actual like Halloween supporters, but it's just like I feel like people pretend to like it to keep up with the alternative aesthetic because it's the scary, it's a scary holiday. But it's like it's just I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Okay.
It's not for me personally. I'm not a big scary guy anyway. But the whole idea of dressing up ain't for me. When people are like, "You're gonna dress up this year?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go as myself."
You should you seen The Office where he's like, I'm going as like Bob.
Yeah,
I was like hole punch Jim.
Yeah, like just like put on a hoodie and like a red cap and like I'm Fred Durst for the day. Like I don't fucking.
Wouldn't it be like a white shirt though?
I can put on. Well, I could go Dad Vibes Freddie D. I got the hoodie unlocked today. Or I could like go 90s Freddie D. But of course my partner's like, let's be the Muppets, and I'm like, I don't want to wear a Muppet. And then I was like, but can I be the girl Muppet? So that's how I get my way. It's like I don't want to dress up, but if I can be an asshole about it, I'll totally be an asshole about it.
Why not, man?
So if I gotta dress up as a Muppet, I'm gonna be Miss Piggy. I will post pictures if that comes to fruition. No, I'm not gonna face paint. I'll wear the onesie or whatever the hell overpriced costume they make you buy.
We're not doing the podcast on Halloween.
I have no idea.
It falls on a Monday.
I know it does, but we just talked about how we both don't like Halloween.
But it's like I don't get Halloween, but I was going to dress up as Tyler from Save Face in the Glitter music video
and go and trick or treat.
No, I wasn't gonna trick or treat. Actually, my friend and I did have a plan. We have a friend who's like super short and can like play, like not play, but like pass as like an 8-year-old. So we had a plan like last year to go around and we were gonna say we were babysitting her when she's like 17.
She's older than both of you guys.
But so we could pull that off, but I just want the red jumpsuit and like the blood.
Fair enough. So this just in, Gloria and I are not doing a stream on Halloween.
No.
Stay tuned. I guess we'll pre-record one, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all well and good. It was last week. I didn't go to many shows last week. It was nice. We worked all the days. It was crazy. We haven't done that in a minute.
Like 2 months. Yeah.
But we had a lot of great conversations last week. Those will all be rolling out this week and next. So definitely stay tuned. A lot of them went further than, okay, your record came out, tell us about it. So you should watch all of them. 7 interviews we shot last week. Which is a severe downgrade from what we were doing 2 years ago. It's 7 a day.
I think I'm okay with that.
I think we should go back to it.
You joke, but if we were to do that, you'd be like, Glory, I'm killing myself. And I'd be like, right there with you, man. We can't do that. I
can't even get a band to say yes to this week, let alone 7 interviews in a day, bruh.
You're shooting too high, man.
I'm shooting too high, trying to lock down one for tomorrow.
It's like looking at the email. Oh my god, Motionless in White, Ice Nine Kills, and Black Veil Bride said no.
I wonder why.
I send kills. Come on the podcast.
Yo. So yeah, we did a bunch of interviews, but then I know we talked about it a bunch on here earlier in the beginning of last month. But I actually went ahead and did it. I bought a nosebleed seat to go see Panic at the Disco.
Wasn't even nosebleeds. Don't lie. Wasn't nosebleeds.
It was up in the.
That was close.
It was in the 200s. That was but I got a pretty good seat in the 200s for $50 with the.
That's $50 too much.
It was $30 for the seat. $49 in total, and then $35 to park. My parking was more than face value of my ticket.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That says something.
The last time I went to that venue, I mean, granted, it's been almost a year, but the last time I went, I think it was 30. So damn, that inflation shit is real, bro.
It's killing you, man.
Yeah,
it's killing
really,
you.
It's really killing me. But yeah, I pulled up. I'm like, well, I don't have a choice, so I guess I have to pay it. But I went. Jake, Wesley, Rogers, and Morena opened the show. Jake was pretty cool. He said it was like his first tour. I'm like, damn, what a first tour to have.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I was disappointed by Morena. I'm not.
I used to say Mariana, yeah. But that's not even like
that's not
in
even
the same
close.
universe.
Yeah, that's like me and Gorzilla's, bro. That ain't even close. But yeah, so however you pronounce her name, I was really disappointed.
You know who we're talking about.
Yeah, really disappointed by her set. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting for her to just stand on a platform for like 80% of it.
Wow.
I was like, this is just really boring.
Stage presence is insane, bro. Yes. I know you were losing your mind.
Oh my god. And like I got really tired out of nowhere because I had been up since like the ass crack of dawn on Friday. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there, my eyes are getting heavy. I get a little too comfortable in my seat. I think I'm gonna pass
you
out.
To sleep, bro.
Yeah, I closed my eyes for a second. I struggled to open them back up. She's in the middle of playing. That has never happened to me.
Was it like kind of like woozy sound, or was it like?
No, she was in the middle of playing.
That's sad.
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm not like, I think her music's all right, but I don't think I'm necessarily the target audience. No. So I think it's okay, but I'm not like swooning over her, like playing How to Be a Heartbreaker or Prima Donna. Like
I would have gone crazy for that song. I would have lost my mind. This is How to Be a Heartbreaker. What was that? Bro, she should have gave me the mic. I would have had more stage presence than her. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, so she was disappointing. Wouldn't go out of my way to see her again. And then Panic at the Disco comes on, and
Mr. Breadbin Yuri.
And I thought the show was all right. Like I was having an absolute blast at the beginning and the end because the middle, unfortunately, he played the whole new record in full. But I had a blast during the beginning and the end because those are the songs that I have loved for very many years. A very long time I loved those songs. So it was I had only like kind of went like I bought the tickets on like Wednesday night. So I didn't have much time to, because I was debating going, so I didn't have much time to go back and listen to the music and shit. So I just kind of went in. I was like, I think I'll know all these songs, and boy, oh boy, did I!
They're all the same song.
Yeah, that's. So, I had a good time, except for that middle part where he played the new record front to back.
For most of the concert.
Yeah, that was a third of the show, but. I thought it was a good show in the sense of like I was glad that I finally got to see them, even if a half of the show was the new record. But it flowed weird because you can definitely tell he's a lot more reserved now post everything happening. Like the stage will go dark. There's way too much time in between songs, and he doesn't say a peep. Like, I mean, he didn't say much until like the second half of the greatest hits portion. That's what we're gonna call it, the greatest hits portion of the set. So we had already passed the first 6 songs, the entire record, and we were into the back half of the set list. And this
that's
is
like
when
close to the end.
And that's when he
like,
finally started talking.
Oh, he's nervous.
I don't know if he's nervous or if management told him to keep his fucking mouth shut.
I mean, after the things he said on stage, man, you can't really. But no, it's his ADHD, man. Like, the fact that they say that.
So, that was definitely weird. And it just, like, the people, granted, it's hard to kind of get a feel for it when, like, the nosebleeds, the entire 200 sections, all of them were not full. It was more down, lower concourse floor was where most of the people were. So it's hard to get a feel for the vibe when you're kind of far away from the people that are there for the music. But it seemed like the people were into it when he was playing those older songs, and then the new songs hit, and it's just like the crowd fucking died. Like, he played the singles. People obviously know the singles because some of them been getting radio play. They're playing them at award shows, shit like that. People know the first 4 songs on the record.
NFL now.
Yeah. And then the rest of them, it just seemed like, well, this is a fourth of the set list that, like, 10 people in this venue know, dude.
That's so embarrassing. So, like, the majority of the crowd was there for, like, his older stuff.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, that's kind of what you expect when you're doing arenas anyway, is, like, even, like, at the Mike Hem dates, like, the crowd would erupt. God.
Dead.
Would erupt. But it's still, there was a different sort of vibe at those shows. Like, even when they were playing the songs, that, like, there were people walking out during them, and it just felt different. This, they were playing songs off a record they just put out, and they weren't hitting. Like, and that was such a weird vibe. And it's kind of feeling like I don't know, like, I feel like he's just gonna ride the contract out, whether this is the last one or he's got another record he's got to do. He's made plenty of money. Those older records are so fucking big, he can hang it up, he can fuck off and live a comfortable life off the royalties, off the old shit, and he's out of the public eye. Because at this point, he cleansed his fucking Instagram. He's barely doing interviews. He's not talking during the fucking show. Like, this guy is, like, the most disconnected celebrity I've ever seen.
Dude, rightfully so.
So that's why I was just kind of sitting there like, this is so fucking weird. But one of the highlights of the show when he did talk, it's towards the end. He goes, "I'm sorry for drinking on stage. I don't mean to impose. It just feels like a party." I was like, what the fuck? He just said,
that's his one line. That's his one management approved line that he was able to say.
What?
He's such a. Did he do, like, his little dance on stage? You know, in the video where there was a fire on stage, and he was kind of just doing, like, his little shuffle back to the.
No, he seemed kind of awkward in Philly.
He knew you were there.
Yeah.
He saw your tweets where it's like, "I'm seeing Panic at the Disco." He's like, "Oh shit." Not him.
No, it just seemed kind of awkward. So I don't know. I had a good time though, because it was like, oh shit, I'm finally seeing these songs. Even if he fucked up House of Memories just a tad. It wasn't like horrible, but it was noticeable that there was a slight fuck up there. But you know, it is what it is. This week, I can't
believe we waited all this time. Sorry, I can't believe we waited all this time for House of Memories live, and he just
loved it up. Yeah. And then there's also in that song something about Maggie, the line about slitting the wrists. He goes, "Youch!" when he says "slit my wrist."
like a Looney Tunes character, youch. Time and place, Brendan. Time and place, man. Come on, dude. That's so tone deaf.
And he goes, "Youch!" to a crowd of people that couldn't give a fuck about this song.
If I'm being completely honest, I didn't even know I completely forgot that was the song, dude.
I was waiting for that song I recorded it because I knew that he would do something stupid. I just wanted those lines.
Did you upload it?
No, not yet. But I wanted those lines on video because I'm like, whether or not he says something stupid, the fact that he's going to say these out loud, because it's just hilarious. And then he did that, and I was like,
ouch!
Ouch!
Oh my god, I need to see that. I need just that picture, just that clip though.
So that was my Panic at the Disco show experience. This week I've got Real Friends and WithCon with the home team and Taylor Acorn. It's going to be a good time. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people crying. It's WithCon's last tour. So there are going to be a lot of people sobbing. And I'm sure it'll be a good time. I won't be crying. I might cry because the people around me are crying. I don't know. Depends on what
sympathetic crier.
Yeah, depends on what Jaden says on stage, if it's really moving or not. But so yeah, that'll be a good time. And then other than that, I don't have much planned outside of that until I think Trinity of Terror. I'm sure I'll squeeze other things in, like other things that like I don't have tickets for, or that I'll like that are work related or whatever. But the next thing I've got that I'm going with my mom, because she went to so many shows with me when I couldn't drive, I'm seeing the Violent Femmes, and they're a band that my mom grew up with. She's very excited to see them.
Old. Okay.
They're old, and she's excited to see them. I am going because it is my duty as a son whose mom took him to see Slipknot. I have to go see the Violent Femmes with
Korn.
her. Yeah. No, she didn't take me to see Korn. She almost did. I forced her at the beginning of the pandemic. They had announced a 2020 tour, and I was like, Mom, we're going. And then obviously that got canceled. So she almost saw Korn with me.
Wait, which one was the one with the strippers? Was that Motionless?
Yeah, that was Motionless.
There you go. Okay, that's what I think.
It's honestly worse than Slipknot.
I was gonna say, yeah. Okay, here's their description: making music that's jittery, neurotic, darkly comical, but also powerfully catchy. The Violent Femmes are a pillar of American underground movement and one of the best early examples of alternative rock.
They're not very good.
This is all 80s and 90s.
Yeah, they're
the 2000s were less stable. Oh, okay. Fell off. Ratio. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
L plus ratio.
Young boy better.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be an alright show. But yeah, keeping it light.
Good, yeah.
Save some money. December, bro. Like late November, like after Thanksgiving, like that time. Why is everybody and their mother touring? I have 2 shows in 1 week. That if I wind up seeing A Day to Remember, I'll have Bad Omens and A Day to Remember in the same week.
That's
in December.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Why?
Yeah, and it sucks because I'm at my cap for concerts of the year. Yeah, because I can't drive yet, and also I can't go to shows yet by myself because I'm a girl. So but it's just like I think I'm seeing Save Face, but I think Save Face December 5th is like my last one because that
week I keep thinking about that week in December, and actually talking about it just reminded me what there will be 3 shows in 1 week. Bad Omens, State Champs, you talking about Save Face reminded me, and A Day to Remember. 2 of those are up in the air. I have Bad Omens tickets, but it's just like
that State Champs show is so good.
It's not like the winter isn't the best time to tour. Why is everybody and their mother announcing a show right now?
Everybody gets to wear hoodies. They're pushing hoodies, man. That's
I don't care that it's hoodies or not. What if you got to cancel a show because it fucking snowed out?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Black ice. Fair. Yeah. There's a lot of dangers during the winter.
Y'all setting up your fans, huh?
So yeah, there's I'm gonna be busy then. That's why I'm not going to many now. I guess I need the money for that. Up. Yeah. But we do have some music to talk about. It was a pretty light week.
Pretty light week. Yeah. There's like nothing here.
There was 1 whole record and a couple EPs and then some singles. So Slipknot put out a new album, The End. So far, I did not know what I was going to get from this record going into it because I saw an interview that Jim one of the guitarists in Slipknot did.
There's a Jim in Slipknot?
There's like 9 members.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, there's what? There's Sid. There's
Jim, Carl.
There's Sid, Craig, Mick, Jim, Clown, Tortilla Man, Corey.
How do you have Craig and Tortilla Man on the same lineup? That makes no sense.
V-Man and shit, the drummer's name is slipping my mind. This is so bad.
Which one?
Jay. I got all 9 members. I used to be a huge Slipknot fan. I still am, but
wait, so do we not know like Clown and Tortilla Man's real
Clown
name?
is Sean, and
okay, I'd go by Clown too. I'm kidding. Sean isn't Tortilla Man. That's the regular name.
Tortilla Man was a secret for so long. It was just announced that he's Michael, but everybody calls him Tortilla Man because his mask kind of looks like a burnt tortilla.
You got Sean, Craig, Mick, Corey, Sid, Jim, Alessandro. Oh my god, that's
V-Man.
Jay and Michael. Pfaf.
Yes. See, I knew them all. Okay. I'm still up to snuff on the Slipknot guys.
That was impressive. Yeah. That was very impressive. That's a lot of people to remember.
So there's 9 members. That's why we got a gym.
Right. You got a gym. There's gonna be a gym in there somewhere, man.
Jim's such a common name. You got 9 people in a room. One of them's gonna be named Jim.
I'm surprised there isn't like a Bob. But there's a Craig.
Yeah, Corey should go by Bob.
Honestly, yeah. Bob motherfucking Taylor.
So anyways, I didn't know what I was going to get because Jim did an interview talking about how like he wasn't super inspired during the writing process. And like the writing process was kind of like, we got to do a record, and that's kind of what they were doing. Like there was really no inspiration other than we have to write a record. But I wound up really enjoying it. I'm a huge fan of the Slipknot albums that not everyone likes, which are All Hope Is Gone and 0.5 The Gray Chapter, and I thought that this album was very reminiscent of that. So I enjoyed it. Medicine for the Dead is so goddamn catchy. I don't care if it sounds a little like the most influenced by Corey's solo stuff. It was a little like sing-alongy. Like this is the one where Corey got his hands on it. I don't care. It was still heavy, so it was good. But yeah, I enjoyed this record. I'm gonna spend more time with it as the days and months and weeks progress, and I'm sure it'll be on the album of the year list.
Whoa, okay. I did like this record, which is very surprising to me because I wasn't really a fan. I didn't like the singles. I didn't like the singles at all, actually. They were very butt rock to me. Sorry, Shane.
Well, in the context of the record.
In the context of the album. I genuinely have to flip my phone over. Sorry, the group chat just woke up.
So what's it like being popular, Glory? I've checked my phone 6 times during this. Not a single notification has come through. What's it like?
I'm sorry. Oh god, now me bumping my computer. Let's not press the off button. I liked it. I know you got mad at me for this in the group chat. I'm gonna say it again. The first track, Corey's vocals sounded very reminiscent of Shane. Mute your mic. Shut up. I'm
not gonna say anything. I'm not prepping to say anything.
Then why is your mic so close to your mouth, Shane?
I like breathing on it.
The ASMR. Corey's vocals sounded very reminiscent of Brendan Urie's vocals from A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
Did you listen to this album with earplugs in? Did you listen to it on
Did you
mute?
listen to the opener again with that in mind?
I listened to the opener again today. I did not listen to that within mind because I didn't want to ruin it. Okay? You're deaf. You should stop listening to music because you're wrong.
Jesus Christ, dude. Could you come at me any more aggressive?
You should quit the podcast because your opinion is wrong.
It's because it's wrong. Because you compared Corey motherfucking Taylor to Brendan Urie. No, but honestly, that's kind of that was what I heard. Because it really caught me off guard. Because I was like, oh, this sounds really good. Because it reminded me of Panic's golden era. Let's be honest here. So yeah. I did enjoy it, but that was like the only song, because other than that, it was just back to Corey motherfucking Taylor. So I was like, okay, it's good. It's not as heavy. Every time I see Slipknot, because they look so scary, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the heaviest thing I've ever heard. Like not Lorna Shore heavy, but kind of like just loud. But their stuff is so mellow in the metal context.
It's heavy in the sense of like there's so many instruments coming at you. There's 2 guitars, there's bass, there's drums, there's there's 2 kegs.
Yeah.
And I think there's 2 DJs coming at you, and then Corey Taylor. So it's like that's why they're heavy in that sense. But then they always, every goddamn record they put out, it doesn't matter if they were putting out a pop punk album, they would tell you it's the heaviest thing since Iowa. But nothing quite encapsulates the heaviness of their first 2 records, the self-titled and Iowa. So I would, if you want to see how heavy Slipknot can get, go listen to those records. But yeah, they've taken on a different kind of heavy now.
They have, yeah. And it's always kind of disappointing when I listen to them, because I'm like, oh my god, Slipknot.
It's gonna kick you in the balls, and then it just
exactly. But it's like it just kind of like tapped my balls.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even like. Didn't even kick him. And it was good.
Corey motherfucking Taylor tapping my balls.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I think we'll just cut the stream there. It can't get funnier than that.
No, it can't, man. It really can't. Oh my god. But yeah, that's my review. Bad Sons dropped dropped like 3 deluxe tracks off their album Apocalypse Whenever. And it was very good. I love Bad Sons, and hearing these tracks, these B-sides, really makes me want to revisit the album, because just listening to it, I'm like, oh my god, this has album of the year potential. Not like number 1. I still need to revisit like everything that came out this year, but after listening to this, it's definitely up there.
Absolutely. We spoke to Christo from Bad Sons. What feels like forever ago. Back when they were on the first leg of their tour for this record. So a very long time ago. That was a good time. But yeah, these bonus tracks were good. Deluxe tracks, whatever you want to call them. We had already heard the Paris feature. And I think that all the songs are great. They all, kind of make sense, being added onto the record. And I didn't think the remix was total dog shit, which is good. So, yeah, I thought the remix was actually pretty solid, so that was good. Dark Divine put out a new EP, Halloween Town. Gloria and I talked about this band earlier today, and she was like, well, what'd you think of them? And I was like, well, I think they sound like Graveyard Shift, Motionless in White, and that's one of my, arguably my favorite era of the band, so I really, really, really like this EP. Hoping we get to chat with them about this EP. I've said EP a lot of times. It doesn't feel like a word anymore.
EP.
P. And and yeah, I thought that this collection of songs is great.
This half album was good. That wasn't even good. Yeah, this EP was great. I did learn about this collection of tracks. I'm not even going to get in the same loop as you. This collection of tracks because of Ricky, because I'm pretty sure he produced and recorded a good chunk of it. And I was like, you know what? Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Or I could be wrong. Maybe he didn't produce any of it. I don't know. Honestly, he's on it, so that might have just been why he was promoting it. He works with like so many people, so I can't even keep track of it. So I added it after listening to about half of it, and I was like, okay, Shane's gonna like this. But when exactly, because I listened to it, I was like, okay, this is really good. I honestly, this is going on my end of year list. I don't know where yet, but honestly, this is very good. This feels just kind of like the Halloween Town thing. The thing at the end, I believe it was the title track where I think they say the name, and it feels so, Ice Nine Kills ish, where it's kind of like they made like a whole town, or who's that band, Fame on Fire, with their newest album, where it's kind of like they have this whole world kind of built around it. I love that stuff. I love that stuff so much, especially with kind of like the spooky vibe. If this EP was Halloween, I'd be Halloween's #1 fan. Thank you. But yeah, this banged. I really liked it. Hyro the God damn it. Hyro the Hero dropped a new EP, Worst Behavior. This shit sucks. I'm sorry, Hyro. I'm usually like a big fan of your stuff. You started the EP with possibly your worst track ever. Don't think I missed that, Shane. Don't think as soon as it came on, I was like, oh my god, is this that track again? Came on, skipped it. I skipped it. But I listened to the rest of it. I liked, there was something there that I liked. I can't think of it right now, but I'm sure there's something.
Oh my god.
What did you think of it, Shane?
Okay. You and I have completely conflicting opinions on this, because I don't get what you hate about Who's That playing on the radio so bad.
It's so
That's been one of my top songs since it came out. I fucking love that song. So I thought that you were gonna wind up liking the EP outside of that. So that shocks me. But I thought the EP was good. But I think that it's like it's not nearly as aggressive. Like Hyro used to be very in your face, and like I didn't even see him live, but he was on that Rockstar Disrupt Fest lineup that I went to, and I had missed him, but I looked into his music beforehand, and he made a lasting impact on me with like his big songs at the time when that tour was kind of going around. And I feel like since then it's kind of mellowed out a little bit. Like he's still in your face, but it's just like, I don't know, it's missing like what kind of caught me. But I enjoyed the CP, and I've been jamming Who's That on the radio for fucking weeks now, so I love that song.
I mean, there was an Ink feature, right?
Yeah,
that one was good. Spencer's part.
Yeah,
I like that part.
Who's That on the radio's got Danny from Ask Alexandria, so
that's nice.
I love that band. Anyways,
find help.
Dodie put out a new EP, Hot Mess. I enjoyed this EP a lot more than her last record. I felt like for a Dodie type of speed, this was like 10 times more upbeat than the majority of that record. So I'm here for it. This one actually, it moved.
I really liked this one. I've been following Dodie since, oh dear God, what?
2014.
Honestly, yeah, I think it was 2014. I found Dodie when I was really young. I remember one of the first songs. It was like when they would make songs with like John Cozart, I think, when it was like YouTubers making songs with other YouTubers who could sing. So that's like how long I've been following her. So it's great to see that she's able to kind of get into her element now. Because I remember she used to kind of play around with orchestral instruments, where it's kind of like, she's bringing strings in, she's bringing the other orchestral instruments in,
brass,
chords, that type of stuff, all that cool stuff. And this EP felt like she finally felt comfortable enough to jump into, because it was big. It wasn't like loud, it wasn't aggressive, but it was just all the instruments behind them. Incredible. It felt like Dodie was in their element, and it worked very, very well. And they pulled out some high notes. I was like, dude, you're killing it. You're doing it. Oh my God, I felt so proud. I know they're like 10 years older than me, but Dodie, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. You're killing it. Thank you.
All right.
Oh shoot, sorry, my bad. I didn't know I was next. Origami Angel dropped 2 new EPs. Thank you. Depart and also Return. I have to blow my nose real quick. I'm sorry.
You're good, man.
But you go and talk.
The Gami EPs, they were complete polar opposites of each other. I was not expecting either of them, let me tell you. Return, it was like, here's 3 little acoustic songs, and I was like, oh, that's cute. They put something out before tour. And that'll be the end of that. Nice little surprise drop before tour, and then Sunday night rolls around and they're like, here's a hardcore EP that's 4 minutes long and slaps you in the balls 3 times. Way harder than that Slipknot album did. And
yeah.
Like, I never thought that we'd see Gami go there. The acoustic stuff, albeit the EP itself was a surprise, I wasn't too shocked about like the musical direction that EP took, but this one, I don't like what the fuck happened here. So I'm digging both sides of the spectrum on this one. Obviously, I'm going more towards D part because that's the kind of shit that I listen to. But I think that they're killing it no matter what, and I'm liking the kind of idea behind the surprise drops right before tour. I think that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I really liked this a lot. I'm sure you noticed, but the cover art of D part and Return are the same thing, but just inverted colors and then flipped. So I thought that was so sick because then it's literally like both sides of the spectrum. Oh my god, how does that meme go? I forget. I'll send it to you if I find it to you. But it's, I can't even try to explain it. I really liked this a lot. I too enjoyed the kind of like bright, cheery, lovey-dovey side because I'm pretty sure that was the tone of that EP, if I'm not wrong. And then the super dark, I Hate You other one, because that one was very aggressive and very angry. Lyric wise as well. It wasn't like a love metal record. I've never even heard of that before, honestly, if I'm being completely, I don't think they do that. I think that's just the one acoustic song that's in the middle of the album. That's usually what happens. But I just didn't expect it. It was the last thing on the playlist. I remember because I finished Dodie, and as soon as that ended, it was Gami. And it was such a, like, it was so aggressive and it was such a switch. And it was just like Rylan doing the, like the how they exclaim in like metal and stuff. I'm like, there's no way this is Rylan right now. They killed it. Yeah. This threw me for a loop and I loved it.
So true.
So good.
Story Untold put a new single, Pretty Girl. This cover art is fucking hilarious, let me tell you. I think that this band should get, I don't know if there's an award that exists, but they should get the award for best cover art. Their cover arts are always hilarious, but I really like this song. It's super fucking catchy.
I agree. It's really catchy. I do like Story Untold a lot. So good job, guys. NoFX dropped a new single, Darby Crashing Your Party? I think it's Party. I think I just missed a thing. Or is it just Party? Yeah, I thought so. That would make sense.
Yeah. I thought this song was okay. It took a couple of listens for me to be like, damn, okay, this song's all right. Because the playlist is so short, I listened through the singles like 4 times. So I thought the song was all right. They got a record coming out. It's called Double Album, but I think it's just a single album. But they called it Double Album. Like, you guys are so funny. When you've been a band that long, I guess you just run out of ideas.
It's like, you're just having fun now.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
Nothing really to add.
Lorna Shore put out a new single, Pain Remains 2, part 2 of 3. After all I've done, I'll disappear. Fucking nuts, bruh.
Dude, I love Lorna.
Total ball slap.
Dude, balls are gone. Yeah. Man, they fell off. Yeah. They were smacked off.
Yeah. Will wound up real hard and said, why? Boom.
Boom.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, I like Lorna Shore out of respect for Will's vocals, because every time I hear him sing, scream,
do his thing,
growl, do his thing.
Yeah.
I'm always like, there's no way this isn't like, edited or anything. But then he performs it live and I'm like, how are you like this? How do you manage to do this? Am I able to listen to them on my own time?
No.
I always enjoy hearing them on the playlist because I'm like, oh my God, Lorna put out a new thing. This is incredible. It's not my cup of tea. And I'm sure they have their own demographic because did you see their section in Lollapalooza or was it Coachella? Whichever one of those.
They did.
Lollapalooza. It was like, it was filled. and they found their group of people.
Yeah.
And obviously they sold out their entire tour. I'm pretty sure there might be like one date left, and then it's completely sold out.
Fucked up how quickly it sold out, because I was like, I'm gonna do Philly. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Never mind.
Never mind. False alarm. But it's just, they're incredible. But it's not my cup of tea. But honestly, I want it to be my cup of tea, just so I could be like, yeah, have you heard of Lorna Shore? I love Lorna Shore. But I'm making my way up there, Will. I'm getting there.
It's crazy how a band like this has gone so mainstream. I mean, they were doing arenas over in the UK, I believe, with Parkway Drive, and I think While She Sleeps.
Oh wow, that's a good tour.
So they're doing that. I don't think they're still on the tour, although I could be wrong. But they were at least announced at one point to do that, A Day to Remember and Bring Me the Horizon arena tour in the UK that wound up getting pushed back a year, which is why I think they're not on it.
Yeah.
And they're doing 1,000 cap rooms over here, and they're blowing them the fuck out. Like every date except a few was sold out. And like they're doing these massive fucking festival performances. So it's like this band is just like, it's crazy how mainstream they've gotten for a band like that. So they're fucking crushing it, and I'm very excited for the record. And I hope that by some miracle I can see them in Philly. If anybody on the team is watching, hi, I love Lorna Shore. I would like to see them in Philly. Our email is goodnoisepodcast@gmail.com.
GOODNOISEPODCAST at the little at signal, Gmail. You know how to spell gmail.com.
Thanks.
That's how, send it to us. Him. I personally, I don't think I could survive that.
She'll see it.
Completely honest. I'll watch the videos. But wait, can we talk about that UK tour for a second? The Bring Me the Horizon and A Day to Remember. In what world does that make sense?
I don't know. God, do I wish that was a tour over here, though.
That's such a Korn. No, it wasn't Korn. Who was it? Was it Korn and
It was Korn.
Oh my god.
It was Korn and Evanescence.
Evanescence. The other one, Palais Royale and
yeah. Well, it was Palais Royale and Korn.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a co-headline. They were just support. This is a co-headline kind of deal that they're doing. Yeah, that tour was fucking nuts when it got announced, and then it got pushed back. There were obviously a lot of people calling for it to get canceled because of it was like fresh off the tail of all of the A Day to Remember shit. Like literally like 2 weeks, like they finished that US tour where the bassist left halfway through, and then like they announced that right away. So it was like, I thought it was going to get canceled, but they just pushed it back a year, I think, for because they're like pretty much every band under the sun was supposed to go to the UK at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then that all got pushed back because there were still COVID restrictions.
Yes.
So they just pushed it back an entire year. But yeah, it's a nuts tour. They're absolutely killing it.
I'd go.
I want them to make that a tour here.
I would like that too. 2023 though. I would probably die if they did. I already had to miss Pierce the Veil, an hour and a half away from my house in the smallest venue ever. I had to miss that. Did you see Michaela from Yours Truly was on? I'm telling you, man, that was almost it for me. I saw videos of that. I saw live streams of that. I was like, there's no way. Anyways, so happy for you, Michaela. So happy for you. Feeling it. Godsmack dropped a new single, Surrender.
Something tells me you didn't like this.
Yeah. It was Godsmack. I'll say that, take that as you will. And you can say your piece, man.
I think Godsmack is better in the studio than they are live, because I took my mom to see them live in April. Another reason why I'm going to go see the Violent Femmes with her. I subjected her to radio rock for 3 hours.
Godsmack, yeah.
And she was asking me if we could leave.
Wait, was that the festival?
Yeah, it was Black Veil Brides and all that shit. She was asking me if we could leave. I was like, Mom, I waited for this for 2 years. No, I don't care about this band, but no, we cannot leave.
Exactly, we're staying for the entire thing.
I'm like, yeah, I'm bored too, but we're not leaving. Exactly. So I think they're better in the studio than they are live. I didn't think the song was all that bad, but would I ever go see them live again? Probably not. Paramore dropped the ass-shaking banger of the year. This Is Why. This song fucking slaps. Absolutely slaps.
It's so good.
Once again, so good. If anybody on Paramore's team is watching this segment, that New York City show sold out really fast and I was put on the wait list. So I'd love to go. Our email is goodnoisepodcast@gmail.com. You can send the details. I'll be there.
I'm not gonna do it.
Not funny.
I'm not gonna do it.
You can go back to Lorna Shore segment where Glory spells it out.
Just in case you need help with that.
Yeah. But I am hoping that by some miracle I can pull that off. But I'm loving this, and they announced the record. This Is Why, coming out on February 10th. Boy, oh boy, I am excited. Maybe you can't tell by the tone of my voice, but I have been loving this song. It made me stop listening to Who's That playing on the radio, so I think it's a win for everybody.
Thank you so much, Paramore. This track is incredible. I've only heard like snippets of it up until last night, and I was like, okay,
why'd you wait so long?
Shane's, because it's just I wasn't bothered.
Bart.
You know. Is that your only comment to that?
Bart. Because you had big diarrhea dumps, you couldn't listen to it.
Oh yeah. No, I saw the hype for it and I was like, okay, I mean, I'm gonna get to it. I am going to listen to it. But I just saw Shane, you've been tweeting about it like nonstop. You're like, I can't stop listening to this Paramore. Oh my god, this new Paramore is so good. Paramore, we're free when you're free. And I'm like, okay, so this better be good. If this is like mid, I'm gonna be so mad. It was not mid. No. I liked it a lot. I'm very excited for this record. This is my first Paramore rollout that I have experienced. And hopefully this is the rollout that gets me into Paramore, because I want to so bad, but I think I have to like witness a rollout and follow along and kind of, because then it kind of like, I don't know.
Forces you to give a shit about the band.
Honestly, yeah, because I have to listen to them every week or, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whenever they decide to put out a single. And it's just, I don't know. And then I have familiar tracks on the album that I know that kind of like just like little landmarks for me. It's good. I'm very excited because that's what happened to me for Motionless. I had to witness their thing for me to finally get into them. Mm-hmm. Here I am.
Here you are.
But and there he is, little Chris. He's right there.
So true, Chris. But yeah, I'm loving this single. I'm loving the set list for this tour. Hence why I think that someone on Paramore's team should sneak me in, or someone should sell me a ticket that isn't $400.
Yeah.
They open with this song. They said, "Fuck it, we're bringing Misery Business back." They play Ignorance. I fucking love that song. It's a banging set list. And I will be there. And not I hope to be there. I will be there. Mark my words.
You will be there. Yeah. Yep. Who's opening for them?
I honestly couldn't tell you. There's an opener, but I couldn't tell you who.
Because I feel like I haven't seen anything about that. That's kind of crazy.
They got like different openers for like different like portions of the country that they're in.
They're basically doing that. Yeah.
With names that aren't nearly as notable. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Oh my god, a water parks and Paramore tour would be like really cool. That'd be good. That would actually work.
I'd slap like, some ass really for
well.
that.
Dude, honestly, that would like work really well.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey guys, Paramore team.
If you're watching.
If you take that, you guys owe us tickets. All right? Just saying that. Oh my god, because Parks is rolling out an album too. What do they do? Are they big enough to do a co-headliner? No, not with Paramore.
Waterparks should absolutely support Paramore because Paramore is going to do way bigger venues on their next run.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Need that. Anyways, The Main and Ren for Short dropped a new single, Box in a Heart. I love The Main. The Main. I love you. This was very good. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah, this song was good. I enjoyed this. Royal and the Serpent put out a new single, Death of Me. New EP comes out at the end of the month. I love how like unsettling this song is. She kind of has that vibe anyway, just like in all her music, but this song, it really comes through, and I'm fucking with it. More of this, please
and thank you. Yes. I was literally gonna be like, well, that's most of her music, where it's just kind of like that kind of like unsettling. That's the best word to describe it. So good job, Shane. Meet Me at the Altar dropped a new single, Say It, and then in parentheses, to my face. Meet Me at the Altar. I did not expect this sound, but I love it. I love it so much. It really it threw me for a loop, honestly, and I was like, I would like more of this Meet Me at the Altar.
Let's start the album rollout right now. Just announce the record. Fuck it.
Yep.
The label can tell you got to announce it 3 months from now, but we're telling you announce it tomorrow. I like my idea better.
Announce it in our DMs. That's a good middle ground.
Yeah.
With the link.
Yeah. Album art and everything. Not the art. I want to hear the songs. You could not send the album art. That's fine.
Yeah, you guys can describe it to us in the interview that we would set up from there on.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm enjoying this song. I'm enjoying what Meet Me at the Altar is doing. Hopefully whatever is coming, because obviously we knew they were in the studio, we knew they were working on a record, and I believe it was supposed to start the rollout a little bit sooner, but I'm hoping that they go huge, big, massive. And for our last topic, First and Forever dropped a new single, Eulogy. This shit fucking slaps, and I did not think I thought we were supposed to get the song earlier, but it still slapped me in the nuts when then they announced it. I was not expecting it, despite him saying that the song was supposed to come out like 2 months ago when we did the interview.
Hey, it's better late than never.
Yeah, true.
I'm just happy we have new First and Forever. Very sad news regarding First and Forever. I lost my set list that Alex signed for me.
Oh no.
So I'm literally, because I was hanging up my set list in my background, right? I lost my 2 Sharia Moore set list because Trey gave me an extra one because he didn't know that I had one already. Thank you so much, Trey. That meant a lot. And you lost both of them. But I lost it. I lost both of them. And because I took them out of my wallet before I redid my room. For whatever reason, because I was like, oh, let me look at my set list that I got, and I lost them. They're gone. So sorry about that.
You should be.
But I mean, this track banged. They're so good. Honestly, they're so good. They need more hype. Put them on another tour next year. Next year. Put them on another tour.
No more tours for bands that Gloria likes.
Safe-ish, I'm gonna need you to cancel all of your tours for me right now. But no, this was amazing, and I can't wait to see you tour next year with Safe Faves and Sharia Moore. Ooh, that'd be good.
Hey,
it wouldn't fit, but like it'd be really good.
It'd be fine. So that's all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. All audio streaming services ever are Good Noise Podcasts. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Gloria's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs. Then we're going to sign off. I got homework to do tonight.
Not the homework.
Wah.
Oh, I thought I found it, but it's just a note.
One of these days.
Okay. I'm gonna go crazy. Okay. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle Matt from Pulses. Thank you, Matt. Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric, and to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt, and Sam. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Thank you. Yes. Stop Asian Hates. Please wear your masks in crowded places. Get your vaccine if you already haven't, and if you can, because I know some people cannot, and be a decent person. Thank you very much.
And that is all the topics that we have for the week. We will see you next week. I have been Shane.
I've been Glory. Merry Christmas.
And we've been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you next week. It is not Christmas yet. Glory, stop it.
Woo! Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Follow.
Bye!
Bye!